Did you see his comments? I fucking loved it.
You guys
Like,
ready?
no one played Utah Jazz
We're
in
going.
video.
We're going live right now.
All right.
Yep. Ooh. All right, man. Hold on. Let's see here. We got 1080. We good. 1080. All right. Either way, it's gonna be a good one anyway. We'll be out of here by 10, about 10.
Bro, am I promoting my thing before we start, or just before we start NBA?
Yeah. Yeah. You can do right before NBA.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, right before NBA. Let me see here.
We are live.
Yes, we are. We are live for sure. Hold on. Give me 1 second. We can hit by it, boy. We can hit by it. Well, the nice thing about this, we got time to let people funnel in and everything. So, but we need to make sure that we're on top of our game and consistent. That shit says 9. We got to start at 9. On the dot.
Central time or
On the dot.
Central or Western time?
This guy.
Technically.
Oh man. So, he said, "When are you gonna cut the goatee, Senor Bobby Long?" So you want to cut?
My
Oh,
man, be long, showing love. We will get to NBA today, so do not leave us.
Yeah,
or I'll text you when we jump into NBA.
Yeah, we're gonna get into NBA.
Goatee pulls the blue, so
Nil's on his way right now. Want to start off by welcome everybody to IBTE Sports Podcast. Got my boy Kenny and Phil with me right now. Nil's on the way. He's over here trying to bowl for a 300. He gonna be here shortly, and we got a special guest for the NBA section of this. So I always try to do this, but you guys try to brush it off. We're gonna do it today. How y'all feeling? What's your week like? Y'all barely tell me about your week, and like, you try to brush over it. Work is alright. Blah blah blah.
we don't have exciting lives. That's why.
Huh?
We go to work and we go home. That's pretty much. I don't know about Kenny. That's pretty much my life with this whole BS going on.
Yeah, man. Exactly. There ain't much to do right now except for work and go home. So, when I have a bad week, you'll know because I'll be in a mood.
Yeah.
Oh man. So what's been going on? What happened?
How's your week?
My week was good, man. Good. I'm the same way as y'all. Like, I look forward to Sundays. Sundays I play in the flag football league. I'm a quarterback. A lot of people, they take this stuff out here in Albany. It's so toxic. The flag football. It's like the world to them. Like, I can't understand it because I played at like different levels already. So like it's just fun to me. Like, just to stay active. But they take this shit to heart out here. Like, it is true life. Yo, what's good, Rick? Co-founder. My boy. Saying Luxury is on the way. What is the March 26th, I believe. He can correct me if he's in the chat. March 26th. He's got some good stuff. Yo, if y'all need some nice little gear, Kenny and Phil, man, like, my boy, he's got it. Sing Luxury. He's out here. He's coming back. I'm excited for him to be back. His new not brand, but his new logo and everything is gonna be crazy. The 26th, man. Be on the lookout for that. What else here? What we got as far as NFL goes? What's going on in the NFL?
Well, J.J. Watt signed with the Cardinals
Yep.
on Monday.
Yep.
That's big. That's huge. That's a nice little reunion there. I love it for Arizona, and I know like Neil was saying, oh, I'm not nervous. I mean, I would be. J.J. Watt and Chandler Jones. Like we forget about Chandler Jones that he exists. Like that's great. Their secondary is good. You got Buda Baker. Pat Pete is still no slouch. He's not what he used to be, but he's not a slouch.
Yeah, they're thinking about. I think they were talking about moving him.
Even if they did, I still like Byron Murphy. They're not bad. Like that's a solid team right there. We know what their offense is. I think it's a great move for a team that's on the cusp of being a contender in that division.
Yeah, I definitely like it. I think like you hit it on the head. They get rid of Reddick, or he's probably gonna get his own money. He's a former first round pick, so I think if they move him, if they get pieces back. They could be a good defense because I think that's what they need right now too. Like the offense is there; they got the offensive pieces. They got the aerial attack is down. Backfield they got a 1-2 punch with Chase Edmonds and with Drake. They got the pieces. I think it just comes down to the defense. And Chandler Jones did have a significant injury, but we also seen people come back from this and have record years. So.
Right. And the thing, now that you have J.J. Watt, you're going to be like, people are going to want to come and play with you. So you're going to be at the luxury of not having to overpay guys to come and play with you because you're a real legit threat in that division now. So you can get some of these guys on a bargain deal.
Especially with Russ on his way out or trying to get out.
Right.
So there is some breaking news, I don't know, probably about a couple hours ago, that Matt Nagy is pushing to get him pretty much.
Yeah, Matt Nagy. I also heard that they were in on Alex Smith. So Matt Nagy is pretty much telling the world Mitch Trubisky is not going to be a Chicago Bear, and I do not like Nick Foles.
Yeah, his job is on the line. That's why he's in urgent mode right now.
Yep.
He's like, I'm not going through that again.
Yeah, but
no.
It all depends if they sign Al Robinson too. Because if Al Robinson's gone, who's going to want to go there? Or
oh no, he's gone. Last week he said they haven't even called him.
Yeah. So the only way I think he wants to go back is if Watson or Russell Wilson are throwing him the football. Because I'm not going back to play with backyard quarterbacks again.
Yeah. We got hold on real quick. We got Nell in the building. Nell's here. I need to get my stream deck up so I can do the little applause. That's good. Hey, there he goes. Yeah, the star of the show. This is what we didn't know what to do. We were shaking up here. We're stuttering and we didn't know what to do.
We're upset there's no interruptions. So.
Yo, Phil, my man Bobby Long wants to know what jersey you're rocking tonight.
Oh, Dwight Howard, Magic, of course.
Hey,
old school.
Boy, I think he had everybody rooting for him during those years. Dwight was a monster.
The defense on the boards, those alley-oops. Him and German also crazy.
But listen, I'll never forgive Dwight Howard for not allowing me to see Kobe versus LeBron in the finals.
Oh yeah, because they sent them packing. Definitely sent them packing. No, how you feeling, bro? How you feeling? How you living? Can't hear you.
No mic.
No mic.
I'm feeling like shit, to be honest with you.
Here we go.
How'd your bowling go?
Not good, bro. Not good. We lost all three. Not good.
Oh man. So how's your week been?
Not good.
All right, you saying outside of today?
Altogether not good.
Oh my goodness.
If they talk about it, it's a safe place.
Oh, bro. No,
JJ Watt.
I'm not worried about that. That's the fourth best team in the NFL, or in that conference.
I was about to say the fourth best. I was about to say, damn, that's pretty good. You said that like they were the worst.
I meant the fourth best team in that division.
Okay. So what do you think it means for the Cardinals? And listen, put your fandom aside.
Okay.
Break down the Cardinals, what it means for them.
I think that it means for the Cardinals they get one extra pass rusher.
You feel like they were missing that?
Yeah, definitely missing pass rush. But I think that it's going to hurt them overall because they're going to lose some players on the defense that they definitely relied on in their certain positions.
But who? Hassan Reddick?
We don't know yet. There could be others. Hassan Reddick is
right, but you're saying like it's a foregone conclusion they're losing multiple guys. Like you can't make a statement like that. And I want to ask
we don't know.
We don't know.
Let's not forget He didn't show up a lot this past season, but he's got intangibles, got the size, speed. Isaiah Simmons, like
Right. That's
you
what,
get, but
yeah.
I don't. He didn't really do nothing this season, but that's
right.
like.
But it's early in his career. It was year one. It was, this was a weird off season too. You got to take.
But I'm saying you could plug him into. You could bring him back to safety. You can bring him into the box. If he develops, you don't really need the other people. Like it'll be. I feel like it'll be good, but that's gonna be 2-3 years down the road.
But what I don't understand is he said he wanted to win now. Like that was his whole reason for leaving Houston. But
that was Buddy. This is Buddy Ball. Definitely.
But I'm just.
Yeah, but he does have a baller at quarterback though.
Yeah, I was gonna say don't act,
I don't know.
Don't act like the Cardinals can't turn around and become a 10-win team next year.
He believes him too. He texted him personally, I believe, right?
Yeah, because I lost some bets off of some close game with the Cardinals. So they had a couple games where it could have went either way.
I don't know. I watched them all year long.
Yeah,
there wasn't much there to love.
They were definitely missing shit on defense.
They were what? They had 7 or 8 wins last year, right?
And one of them was,
I think,
Hail Mary.
Okay, all right, okay, 7 or 8 wins. So that means they were 2 or 3 wins away from being a 10-win team. We're not that far off. It's not like they weren't 4 and 12.
Plus, who knows if the Seahawks regress or not next year? So it's possible.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you.
If the Seahawks lose Russell Wilson, then automatically the Cardinals. Well, I mean it's obvious, but automatically the Cardinals are better than them.
I think that even with Russell Wilson, they might decline. Who knows? Because just the way that the locker room is right now, who knows if they're actually gonna start playing for real?
Who?
Season start. The Seahawks. All that drama in the locker room right now with Russell Wilson.
I think they understand.
They said they were not happy with the whole situation.
Yeah, it's going to be a toxic relationship. I'm not sure you could come back from that at this point. To be honest with you,
I mean, you look how fast what happened in LA. Look how fast that happened. It was 2 games. It was the first playoff game, the second playoff game, and then as soon as that game ended, it was the Rams need a divorce lawyer or some shit like that. And then next thing you know, Jared Goff's gone.
Yeah,
yep.
but did you watch what was it what's his guy's name? LaFro? Is it what's the guy on? It's not Bleacher Report. He was interviewing
Florio.
Yeah, I think so. And he was interviewing DK, and DK he basically asked him what happened. And simple as plain, like we all watched it, is their game plan was once Carson went out was to play action and throw the ball deep. And they couldn't do anything else. So I felt like they were bound to get figured out. Just from me betting on them 3 weeks in a row and then watching all they did is play action, 9 routes. Play action, 9 routes. You're not going to win like that. So I think Seattle's going to be all right. They just got to – I think they need another running back.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Had a running game in how long?
Yeah,
they need, since beast mode was beast mode.
Yeah.
But I don't think Russell Wilson can go back there. I don't see how him and Pete Carroll get over this. It's just and Seattle went.
Yeah,
they went from we're not trading him to today we're if you call we'll answer the phone. Like they're already starting to make moves like he's on his way out.
If there's any team in the league that can get over something like this, it's Seattle. Like Russell Wilson, we all know what kind of guy he is, what kind of player he is.
They rally behind him, man.
Pete Carroll's always been a player's coach, even when he was at USC. If there's any team in the league that can get
that's a little shaky.
No,
that boy got a body there. He said, "Take Reggie." he sacrificed that man. Player coach.
No, but he's a player like players
coach.
He is. Oh man, Reggie.
But if there's any coach that could overcome it, it would be this team.
Mm-hmm.
But this is just it doesn't look good on the outside right now. Like you've never seen something like this where a quarterback is in his prime and you are feuding like this.
And they made the playoffs
unless you're Houston.
They made the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
Granted, they got bounced, but still, it's nothing crazy. You make the playoffs. That's a feat for your team to do. In one of the most competitive leagues in all of sports, where anything can happen any Sunday, you make the playoffs.
One game.
Literally, it's a 1-game league. It's crazy.
For real.
It's pretty much all depending on how that O-line performs next year. With all, all the
Yeah, and that's the other crazy thing to think about. All Russell Wilson said, all he said was that he doesn't like getting hit as much.
Right.
Who knows how that O-line's gonna take
Bro,
it?
this is the shit I be talking about. Like, it's just him stating the obvious. Like, everybody's known this. Like, he's worth so much money on the field, and we just watch him like get pummeled. Like, and I'm just sitting there like, how?
Like, think about like any other franchise quarterback. Like, if Aaron Rodgers goes and says, "I don't like getting hit," I don't think Green Bay is going to have a problem with that. If Tom Brady says, "I don't like getting hit," no one's going to have a problem with it. If Mahomes came out after the Super Bowl and said, "Damn, I got hit a lot tonight. Hope I never get hit that much again," I don't think Kansas City has a problem with it. So
100%.
what is the problem? What's the problem with Russell Wilson just saying,
Right.
"I don't want to get hit"? He didn't say, "I don't want to get hit," and Seattle sucks at bringing a team around me. They need to do better. All he said is, "I don't like getting hit."
Not a big deal. Plus, what quarterback does want to get hit, especially when you're playing against what has been known as one of the hardest hitting divisions in the league? You got the Cardinals, who've always had some sort of hard hitters on defense. The Rams, which we already know about, and the 49ers, who have always had a good defense.
The 49ers lump you up.
Always. Those three teams, if you see them on the schedule, you know you're getting lumped up. So, God forbid, Russell Wilson doesn't want to. He's a grown man now. He's got kids. He doesn't want to have to go home and ice bath every single night.
Right. He's in his 30s now. He's not a young pup anymore.
And if Seattle was smart, they would listen to him and get him some help so that way he could prolong his career. He could play like a Tom Brady. I don't think it's going to happen. That man's been talk about lumps. That man's got lumps, man.
Yeah, that boy's
Raiders available apparently. So who knows?
You said what?
Trent Brown from the Raiders is available. I think Gruden's trying to get rid of him. Or just
Yeah, I think he was out there wearing like 7 chains when he's out with COVID and shit.
Apparently, Russell Wilson to Dallas is like a real thing.
Bro, if they do that, that's crazy. That's not okay.
He goes there.
Based on if that happens and then what happens with the Saints, I might have to put an application in. You feel me? Like I might have to put a transfer.
What does that have to do with the Saints at all? You act like they have a real shot at Russell Wilson or something anyway.
Yeah,
no, I'm talking about if we go into like a complete rebuild. It's not there. It's looking that way. But if they go that way, I might have to put a transfer application in.
It's gonna be a new week thing. So.
Yo, y'all don't let me joke about the Saints at all, huh?
Well, I'm trying to figure out what you meant by that. Is all.
We just trying to make sure what week it is. Just to be fair.
I thought you were week to week.
Right, it's a new week.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's a week to week statement. Next week they're going to a rebuild. Next week I'm putting my application in.
To Dallas.
For the Dallas Cowboys. Listen, do that nation, baby.
Listen, Phil is dealing with nonsense over there in New England. You see him, he doesn't give up. He thinks that they're going to go all in on everyone. He thinks they're going to get Kyle Rudolph, and that's going to turn the franchise around.
I love the Saints.
Definitely turn the franchise around. 11 wins.
I love the Saints. But wait until you see what my boy has for the channel here, Air Fresh Customs. He made me some sneaks. Y'all gonna want some when you see these. Wait. Definitely you, Neil. Definitely. You're gonna be like, oh shit.
I want a Saints pair.
You want a Saints pair?
Yeah, so I can put them shits in the fire.
Are they the Minnesota Miracle?
Wow.
Is it the Minnesota Miracle?
I would do something like that though. Like if I get some purple sticks, get Diggs putting his hand in the ground as he runs away with the Saints season. You feel me? Like,
bro, how hurt were you? How hurt when that happened? Like, were you expecting it, or were you actually like?
I was at my work study job. Was that 2017?
It was last year.
No, was it?
It was
2 years ago.
2017.
It was 2017.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2017. I was still at school, but I was sitting there had my Alvin Kamara jersey on. Like,
you watched the game though, right?
And I was watching the game, and I'm like, yo, they got this. Saints is going. Let's go. I seen Case Keenum step up. I'm like, oh, he just threw any pass. This game is over. Just make the tackle.
Right.
And then I see Marcus Williams do the fucking no look, and I'm like, no. And I just went like this.
Oh,
and I just sat there as he grabbed his helmet off, threw it, game is over. I'm like, yo.
What hurt more, that loss or the Rams loss?
Nah, the Rams never hurt. For me, I've always said that. I told you that because they had a chance to win the game multiple times.
I didn't say you had a chance. You're right.
You never see me complain. You never see me complain and blame the refs.
It
was a bad call. It was blatant, but like after that, you had
there were
so many chances.
Missed calls in that game though. Yeah. Like Jared Goff got pulled by the face mask.
I never blame the refs. Like even when going back to what I said earlier in this podcast, it don't come down to that one play. You had several chances to win the game.
I still always will disagree with that statement.
No, because that is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. I
always disagree with that statement. Always.
Because if I blame the refs, that would be I would contradict what I basically was saying early on. Like I can't blame them. Drew Brees got the ball back in overtime. What did he do? Trash. The most mimicked team. Then listen, the swaggiest and most mimicked. In the 4 years, the Saints were the most mimic team because everybody hated them. Anything they did.
Have you noticed that the past couple of years, any team that has some sort of like dance or some shit like that always gets fucked up? Like you think about the Steelers with the Corvette, they got
that was just dumb.
And then even with the Saints with their whatever that.
But that was related to New Orleans. That's like a New Orleans thing. Like that was like a whole. That's like a whole thing. That's what I'm saying. Like. It wasn't like a 11-year-old TikTok dance. It's the culture.
Live?
What happened?
Look on the YouTube live. Am I not there?
You're there. You're there. What? You're tripping, bro. Bro,
I'll take a screenshot and send it to you. I'm not on that shit.
Yeah, you are, bro.
I could take a screenshot and send it to you.
You're there.
Are you starting it from the beginning? Maybe when you weren't here.
Yeah.
It wasn't live.
Yeah. Chill out, bro.
Fuck.
I was about to say, I don't know what you're talking. I got my Streamlabs up right here. I see all four of us.
I saw on the left, and I just saw you two and Phil on the bottom. I was like, where
yeah, I think that it's a good point. Like, I think when you're winning and you're having fun, people can't wait to ruin that. So I think, that's what it is. That goes for any team. Like, that's why you don't do that shit. Like that's why, like, act like you've been there before with the whole Michael Thomas with the flex. He flexed his arm about 3 times this season, so he can never do that shit ever again. Like,
bro, I always think about, like, when you talk about that, I always think about the Warriors that year that they went 73-9. Like that team went, like, they were doing crazy shit always on the sidelines. Everything.
But the thing is, everyone loved it all year until they blew the 3-1 lead. Then all of a sudden,
it was like.
When I got annoyed with them is when LeBron had averaged like a triple double with 35 points, and they were Steph and Clay, they were talking crazy to him. I said, "Oh no, I don't like this." Now they're acting crazy.
When Draymond called him a bitch and he was averaging that triple double in the final.
I'm like, hold on, wait, he's killing y'all. He has no team,
right?
Like he's physically killing y'all, like, but. I don't know, man.
Disrespectful, man. Constant disrespect.
Yeah, that's why I grew my dislike for the Eagles grew a little further because they claimed the ski mask shit and it was never fucking theirs.
Bro, talk about the Eagles. I always hated that shit with the underdog mask. That shit was annoying.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like,
they had the actual
they actually had the dog mask.
Yeah, I remember.
That shit was annoying as hell.
Yeah.
Like, at what point? I mean, sure, you guys were maybe not favored to win a game. That doesn't necessarily mean you're an underdog.
Wait, the thing is, they were the favorites going into the playoffs until Carson Wentz got hurt. So, like, you're playing with a backup quarterback. I'm not supposed to favor you with a backup quarterback.
Right, exactly.
Right.
Like, that whole we're being disrespected narrative is not true.
You're not being disrespected. It's logical thinking you're not going to win a game with a backup quarterback.
Right. You proved everyone wrong. Sure, good for you. But to say you're an underdog and mistreated is completely false narrative. It'd be one thing if your backup quarterback was a proven winner before, but your backup quarterback was Nick Foles.
I have very low expectations for a lot of teams this upcoming NFL season. I don't know if it's just – I don't know. I just feel very low for, like, a lot of the teams going into next year.
I can't make a statement on that until I see where a lot of these quarterbacks end up, though. Apparently, everything is pointing to this upcoming weekend where they start to cut people. It's supposed to be a bloodbath. Like, everybody's getting cut.
For what?
Because they all got to go under the cap number.
The cap number.
For what?
So,
NFL?
For the NFL, yeah.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of guys get cut and you're going to see a lot of guys take cheaper deals this offseason. I guarantee you there's going to be a record number of one-year deals signed in free agency this year because everyone's going to wait for the cap to go back up next year.
And if players are smart, they're going to choose a one-year deal at a franchise that will either let A, get you into a playoff or Super Bowl position, or B, get your stats padded.
Yep.
So you're going to see a lot of people the following year.
Get paid.
The middle of the road teams are going to hate this offseason because it's going to be very top heavy where someone's going to go to get a ring, or they're going to go to the bottom feeders where they can go and they can be the guy.
That's why I mean I have very low expectations for a lot of teams this year just because of where the league is headed right now. I mean,
you might see a lot of super teams.
You're already seeing people getting cut. I mean, Golden Tate got cut by the Giants today. Granted, he was on the edge of his career and all that stuff. He wasn't playing very well, but still,
he was like $7 million
he had a good
or
contract.
Like that.
Yeah, he had a good contract, and he got cut.
Desmond Trufant just got cut by the Lions. They just brought him in last year.
Yeah,
but because of what the cap number was going to be this year, it was all right. Goodbye.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what happens, but
it's going to be crazy.
There was a lot of people getting cut today and yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm also curious to see what's going to happen. Like, a lot of teams throw around that franchise tag like it's nothing usually. But again, with the salary cap being where it is, you got to you're going to just throw that thing around. Like, for example, the Bucks they can either salary or franchise tag Shaq Barrett or Chris Godwin. They're probably going to throw the tag on Chris Godwin because do you know how much a franchise tag is on an edge rusher? Like, it's going to be an insane amount of money, and I'm not paying that on a one-year deal.
Probably 15, maybe 20, 15, 20.
Yeah, because it's the average of the top 5 of your position.
Yeah.
What's good, Blurt? What's good? He said, do you guys think Alex Smith is gonna come back?
I think
he's coming back, just matter where.
I don't think he'll start. I think he'll be a leader for a young guy coming in.
No,
so
I think we might end up seeing him start in Chicago because I don't see Chicago getting one of these quarterbacks.
You guys see him in Miami?
Nope.
I could see him in Miami. It depends if Fitzpatrick stays or not. If Fitzpatrick doesn't stay, I could see him going to Miami and teaching Tua.
He's pretty much.
I don't know if they do that. Go ahead, Phil.
I mean, I pretty much see him either, like Kenny said, Chicago or being a mentor role to one of these quarterbacks. Like,
yeah.
But I don't see it in Miami though because I don't see them doing that to Tua again.
I don't think Tua's ready to play in the NFL.
I don't think so either, but I think unless you're getting a guy that's going to come in take the job long term.
At what point do you take the training wheels off?
Well, we talked about this. You got to get through your rookie deal.
Well, right, but I'm saying if they've given up on Tua, then they're not bringing in Alex Smith. They're bringing in a guy that's going to take over for like and be your franchise guy.
I don't think they give up on Tua. They just missed the playoffs last year. I don't think they missed. Tua won games.
Right, which is why I don't think Alex Smith is the guy that comes into Miami because it's too much. You deal with that whole Ryan Fitzpatrick Tua thing again. You don't want to deal with that. Yeah. Tua can't grow if he's got to worry about if I don't have X amount of yards for the third quarter, I'm getting pulled.
Well, that's where your franchise has to sit down with your quarterback and your backup quarterback and say, hey, this situation right now, Tua's the guy, but Alex, we want you to mentor him, teach him everything you know about the game, da-da-da-da. But Alex has to be okay with that too. That's the other thing.
Yeah, and I think he wants to play.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I mean, he did lose 2 years in the league, so.
This just came to me. Mm-hmm. What Alex Smith in New Orleans, realistically, if Drew Brees is gone and you feel like you have the plug and play pieces right now, if James don't want to come back there, you just need someone to be competent enough to win you games. And I've said numerous times in the podcast, Alex Smith ain't going to lose you games. He might not win them, but he ain't going to lose them.
And what happens if he gets hurt again? You got a backup quarterback already there. And Taysom Hill.
I mean, never thought about it, but I mean, realistically, it's not a dumb idea.
You'll get 6 wins.
Right, exactly. You have 6. No, he's saying like you're built in 6 from there. You can get more than that, but you're guaranteed.
I'm excited. I'm hurt. They got rid of Josh Hill.
No, Kenny, I did not. That's 6 wins.
Yeah, that's what he meant.
You're saying they're 6 and 10.
That's what he meant.
That's
6
wins.
That's what he meant. All right, but I'm not even gonna go back and forth with. I'm not even gonna go back and forth.
That's 6 and 10 with Alex Smith at their quarterback spot.
But yeah, Josh Hill getting released at tight end. He played really good this season. I felt like.
It's a
Troutman.
Yeah, he's good too. He's good too.
But it's a big tight end draft, and there's a lot of tight end free agents, so they'll be okay.
they don't got money to sign any of the free agents.
They're
But,
not.
That's true. But
they'll be there from the window shop.
But historically, the tight end role really doesn't get paid as much.
Unless you're Austin Hooper.
Unless you're Austin Hooper.
He got a bag last year.
Unless you're Tyler Higbee, who also got a bag for some reason.
Everyone's looking for their next Travis Kelce, so they're overpaying anybody that's athletic.
Yeah.
Like, if you have any sort of athleticism, you got paid last season at tight end.
All right. So, anything else with the NFL at the moment?
We do have to make a mock draft pretty soon.
Yeah, we'll probably be next week. Right? Yeah.
Oh.
I'm excited for that. I got to do my homework.
What we're not going to do? Are we going to do just the first 10? The first 32, or we're just doing the first round? What are we doing?
I was saying first round.
Yeah, first round.
First full round.
We got the website to do it. It's very easy. We just
okay.
So, yep.
Sounds good.
And then I'll have the additional screen join in and everything too, so it can be. You
can see what we're doing.
Yeah, it can be up for everybody.
I say, we'll sign each other teams. Like there's 32 teams, so we can each have like 8 teams to draft for. Make it real interesting.
Yeah. Yep. Drafting all the quarterbacks first pick. No.
We're trading Atlanta's pick easily.
Well, I'm the GM of Atlanta, obviously. So
are we picking traded picks and stuff like that too? Or are we just gonna go 32 picks? At that spot, that's who we think is gonna go.
I would say go with 32 picks.
The trades is too much
crazy. Right, because I can say this trade should happen.
You know me, I know matter trade logic. I might come out of there with all the picks in the first round for one team.
Right.
But yeah, we're going to transition to NBA here. We got a special message, or a PSA from our guy Phil. You got the floor, man. You got the floor.
So tomorrow on mine and my friend's IG Live, me and my friend are going to do an all-star draft. Basically what you saw like a couple hours ago from Katie and LeBron. What we're doing is we're going to draft teams from that all-star draft pool, and whoever team out of me and my friend has the most amount of points, just points, the winner will donate to the loser's charity, and the loser will donate to the winner's charity. Like maybe the winner will donate like $5 and the loser will donate $10, a bunch of basically all-star draft for charity. So we're hoping to see some people tune in. And then hopefully you guys will side bet, like, who do you guys think who's going to win out of mine and my friend? So just a bunch of stuff for good charities. We're going to have our charities. We're going to talk more about the charities that we picked in the live stream tomorrow around like 10:45, 11-ish on IG. And also my Facebook has the charities, and so is my friend's Akeem Wrights. So a bunch of good stuff tomorrow.
What's the IG handle?
Same thing as the ones you see in the IG stories at your boy Phil 781. So I have the same tag because I'm not that creative, so just a bunch of
hey man, simple and consistent.
Easy to remember.
I'm the same way.
Yes, sir.
I gotta let the people know what it is.
I basically altered my Xbox gamer tag from a long time ago when we were in that whole Xbox.
Lil Phil?
Yeah, it was like 204 or something like that. Just altered it a little bit and moved it to there. So
Lil Phil used to have Chase Budinger going for 50.
Bro, Chase Budinger used to be insane in 2K, man. Oh my god.
No.
But yeah, I'm definitely gonna support, bro. We're gonna definitely put that on the network page. So you gotta get that stuff over to me so I can post it, get some more eyes on it. I'll post it on my personal page too. Man, NBA, we got a special guest that's gonna be joining in with us. We got our boy Phil Nugent, or Nils. What is it considered? You said he's your nemesis, right?
No, Phil and I have known each other since pretty much preschool. And we've been going at it since then. He's bested me in a lot. I've bested him in a lot. You know, we're both doing great for ourselves right now. So, you know, outside of everything competitive, that's all that matters when it comes down to it. You know, life in general, we're both doing real good for ourselves. Mm-hmm. He's our NBA insider. He works for the Nets. He's a sports scientist for the Brooklyn Nets team. So it's going to be a pleasure to have him on just to talk about his experience with the association, what it's like to work in the NBA, what he actually does in the NBA, and how he, you know, what he can do to get that outside, maybe to people, aspiring athletes, if he has any tips or tricks for them as well. So it'd be great to have him on.
All right. So yeah, we're going to bring him in here. And for anybody that's watching, make sure you hit the share button on this video, send it to your friend, your grandmother, your cousins, your uncles. We're live every Thursday at 9 o'clock, man. We appreciate everybody for tuning in to IBTE Sports Podcast. And we're going to bring in Phil Nugent right now. Is he in here? Let's see.
He said he's ready, so whenever.
All right.
Hold on. Philip!
Yo.
Hey.
Oh. You're on mute.
Is he muted?
What up?
There he goes. He's good.
How you doing?
What's good? How's everyone doing?
Chilling.
All right, so intro yourself. I know Nil did a little bit, but intro
just a
yourself.
little bit. Yeah. He's got a lot more than that. Just a little bit.
A little something like Phil Nugent, assistant athletic trainer and data scientist with the Brooklyn Nets, straight out of Utica.
315.
I've been working with the Nets for about 3 years now. First year's an intern, second year's just a data scientist. This year got the assistant athletic trainer title added in. Just rocking it out.
So if you ever see your boy throwing towels to KD on the sideline, that's him.
Facts. Towels, water bottles, real active.
Always. He stay busy on this. He puts in more work than the athletes.
Sometimes, bro, be sweating out there, honestly.
I bet, bro. I know for a fact.
You'd be like, oh yeah, we need someone from the locker room to be fucking sprinting back there sometimes.
Yeah, man. So basically, like I said to them, just one thing we definitely wanted to talk to you about, just because people don't understand like how crazy the association is. Like, what is it like? What is it like to be a part of it? Like, I don't know if you travel with the team as much as because of COVID or everything, but I know you used to travel with them. But what's their schedule like? What's it like to actually be with them?
It's actually like absolutely wild. Like, people don't realize how much of a grind it genuinely is. Like, Lawrence, you played like college football, and like even that schedule is insane.
I think like I don't think people grasp it. Like when you get the higher you go, like how intense
the more
it is
time consuming it actually is, bro.
You gotta keep your body up. It's like clockwork. Like,
so I do travel majority of the time. The only time I stay back is usually like if a guy's injured, rehabbing. Like there's always a couple staff members that'll stay back with whatever player's not traveling to do the rehab, the workouts, the on-court work, whatever it is. But it's legit. Like this year is even crazier than most years because how compact the schedule actually is. Like you're playing games every other day or back-to-back. Like years prior, you got at least 2 days in between sometimes, like in between your back-to-backs. Now it's legit. You play every other day. So you're on go all the time.
That's crazy.
People don't realize with the travel, like that you bring it up, it's like you got your practice days, which are essentially your travel days as well. So you're traveling immediately after practice. Most places you're getting in 5 p.m., quick turnaround for shoot around in the morning. And then sometimes you're leaving after a game, like it's 11 p.m., your flight's taking off damn near midnight, and then you're getting into the cities at 3 a.m. And if it's a back-to-back, you're flipping, turning around, doing the same thing, playing the game the next day.
We put in 30
you
minutes.
literally just fresh off a flight.
Yeah, crazy.
It's crazy.
Wild.
And in the middle of that, you gotta find a way to get recovery and shit, I'm guessing too.
So you're doing recovery on the plane sometimes.
Right.
Like you got Normatex on the plane, you got your recovery tights. Dudes are trying to get in ice baths immediately after the game before they get on a flight. Like it's constantly a go, and that's what people don't realize is like it's 12, 16-hour days every single day. Your short days are 8 hours long. Like that's considered a short day for most people. And that's not to mention what the obligations like athletes have outside of the game as well, like sponsors, interviews. Like it's a lot of respect to them as well because like I'm traveling, but I'm not hooping, man. I'm working out on a treadmill and lifting weights, and some days I'm just like I ain't got it in me. I'm not lifting a weight today. But they're going through the same traveling, but they're playing a game every other day, if not a back-to-back. Like
nuts.
Insane.
The toll it really takes on your body, like, is absurd.
Bro, I know because I lost a lot of sponsorships on my career because I wasn't able to do the stuff that they asked. Like, bro, I'm trying to get in my team practice. I'm trying to wear my Rolex. Like, I'm trying to put on these Nikes, but like, I can't do all that and hoop.
It's not Rolex. It's Tissot.
Sorry, Tissot. Sorry.
So
Yeah, sorry. But yeah, it's crazy, man. What's it like? What's it like to work for? Obviously, when you started with the Nets, it was a much different team. What's it like to work for one of the hottest teams in the league right now?
Winning's fun.
Yeah.
Man,
nobody likes losing.
It's the same thing as like pick up basketball, bro. When we playing Mount Carmel basketball, like anything when you're winning, anything's fun, bro. Like if
Like
you're
the whole
losing,
organization is just
shit's
more
bad.
relaxed, right? Like everything's just more relaxed because you're
I
winning.
wouldn't say relaxed because you know the goal, like you know what you're trying to get to. Like everybody in the organization knows exactly what it is this year. Like you as a fan knows exactly what it is.
It's a chip or bust, pretty much.
I'm not gonna say that. That's not my place to say. But I would say, like, you know, it's a mentality that you have.
Right.
Like you're never gonna get too up, you're never gonna get too down. But like you gotta have the right mindset every single time. But I tell you what, man, coming off what we have 8 straight, 9 straight, 8 straight, 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
Like it's been a party.
Yeah.
Like, it's fun.
Right. Crazy. And then
I mean, to speak of like 3 years ago, like even then, like my intern year was the D-Lo All-Star year.
The D-Lo team.
D-Lo team.
And I'll tell you what, bro, like that was a ball. Like the group of guys we had, like D-Lo, Spencer,
yeah, the whole squad.
Jared Dudley, like
yeah,
like it was a fun group of guys that exceeded expectations. Like that team wasn't supposed to make playoffs. You know what I mean? Like that team was not supposed to make the playoffs, and the fact that like they played the way they did, really like played hard every single night. Like that was a fun group to be around. So like even then, like I've been having fun. Man, like it's a dream. Like it's hard not to come in with a smile on your face when you're working at basketball.
And not to mention being a fan of the sport since day one. Honestly, you've been a fan of the association. You've been a fan of, you know, just multiple teams. You've been a fan of the players. Like you love the sport, just like I know all of us do. So just being able to be around it, like just being able to sit there like, day in and day out. Like you see superstars go in and just shoot hoops. Like that's got to be something just insane.
Like it's wild. Like I would have never thought like I'd really be here though. For real, like growing up in Utica, New York.
Yeah.
Like dreaming of just working in basketball the rest of my life. Like it's unheard of. Like, and I'm sitting here rebounding for Kevin Durant. I'm rebounding for fucking Kyrie. I'm rebounding for James. Like it's unreal.
Phil used to rebound for me. Now look at the guy who rebounds for me. Not much better,
not
but
much better.
Not much better.
Crazy, man.
Nah, for real though, it's crazy. I mean, even the players will say that like they were fans at one point in their lives. Like anyone that works in this industry was a fan at one point in their life. Now it's just a part of your life. And honestly, like for most people, it is their lives. Like how much like you're surrounded by and how much work that goes into it, it literally takes over your life.
So what exactly? So just for people, I mean, you've talked to me on the side, so obviously I know what you do. But what exactly what's your role with the squad? You know, what exactly is your role in the NBA?
So as an assistant athletic trainer, your main thing is immediate care for players. So like, you guys are familiar with what Nigel's gone through, like him being at Cornell. You're literally in the action. If something happens on the court, I'm one of 3 athletic trainers for the team. So we have a protocol. Depending on how severe the injury is, you're the first person out there to help the player figure out what's going on. If they need further attention or if it's obviously not as serious as it may seem sometimes.
Were you there for Karras when he broke his leg or did you not travel?
They were away. I didn't travel on that trip. That was my intern year. I wasn't traveling that year.
Okay.
But someone who's my mentor now, and probably one of my lifelong friends, Jana Austin, was one of the assistant athletic trainer at the time was actually the person that went out there first along with our head athletic trainer. But that situation itself was crazy. So along with immediate care stuff, you do your daily rehabs. I'm in the weight room a lot. So like with my position, I have a lot of flexibility because I'm also on the sports science side. I work in the weight room as well. So doing corrective works, post-practice lifts, post-game lifts. I work a lot with data science. So being on the sports science side.
Explain a little bit more about that, the sports science side.
So like I'm sure Lawrence probably is familiar with some of the like force plates, things of that nature. Can you use force plates before?
You said what?
Force plates?
Nah, I haven't.
Okay, so it's essentially it's performance tracking. So force plates technically are a jumping track. So it's literally plates on the floor that athletes would get on, jump up, and you can see rate of force development. Okay. I'm sure you've used them before.
So it measures your vert.
Your vert as well as the force output that you have as well. So I work with that. What is popularly known. Yeah, bro.
Your shit is probably like a good 9.
Bro, that shit would be like off the Richter if I jumped.
Bro, your shit's like a 9, bro.
We've never seen a vert like this. Like it's crazy.
Neil, they're gonna stop disrespecting our athletic abilities.
I know. Wait
like we weren't top of our class when we were 13.
Come on.
He said 13.
Glory days, man. The glory days. But along with that, like what's popularly known as like load management, I'm a large part of that. That's a large part of my work.
A lot of people might hate you. Fantasy basketball players, DFS players might hate you.
Load management isn't exactly what you think it is. Like load management doesn't necessarily mean you're taking players away from games, things of that nature. It's literally just tracking the output that each player does and keeping them maintaining fitness in order to play games, rather than being like, no, he can't play this game, he can't play that game. It's like it's also what you do in practice and what you do the next day. How much can you do on the court following an overtime game?
Right.
There's also a lot more metrics that go into like how much distance are you covering in practice in the lead up. So like a lot of this is like training camp work. Like, are you meeting demands of what an NBA game is going to ask of you? If you're rehabbing, are you meeting demands before you come back on court? How are we measuring what you're doing on the course that you're actually prepared to come out there? What are the objective measures rather than me just being like, yo, how do you feel?
Right.
You're saying you feel good, but like, how do we actually know that you're meeting all the demands that you'll face within a game?
This test right here will show us if you can actually play in the game.
Exactly.
Got you.
And it's also a buildup of that, like not doing too much too quickly or not doing not enough.
Like diet or anything for them?
We have a team nutritionist. That's the one thing with the NBA is that like the resources are plentiful. Like we got plenty of people that do things at a very high level. So that's the beauty of my position is like I'm very young as it comes. Like I'm still learning as I'm going. Like I'm getting to learn from some of the smartest people in the world, like people that get brought in specifically for this.
Right.
So in my role, like, yeah, I get to do a lot of things and I get to work with athletes, but at the end of the day, like it's a learning experience at the exact same time. And I think they'll all tell you the same thing.
Hey, long is tripping. He want the 411, and we not about to get this page canceled, man. We're not doing it. We work way too hard, bro. We just this is our 30th episode. We're not doing that.
30.
We got to make it to 1,000.
We got life left.
Phil, I don't know if you can see the comment section, but
I can't.
Long wants to know two things. When's KD coming back?
Read the PR report.
That's right.
Okay. Yeah, great answer.
That's a good answer. And second, he wants to know, how do y'all measure Harden? He doesn't miss any games.
Define measure.
With a machine.
Yeah. Harden probably brings his own fucking team in. He's like, listen, that's.
I'll tell you right now, no, that dude's a gamer, bro. Like
I just read an article on Harden today that said like his work ethic was way overblown when he was in Houston because he just wanted out of Houston. Like everyone said that who's worked with him that he is a hard worker. So anyone who thinks otherwise does not know.
You can't. To be honest, you watch him. If you say he's not a hard worker, you're tripping.
That's what I'm saying. That was just a bad narrative. Like, but they're like anyone who said that. You
can tell by his body language every time he's taken out of a game. Like the dude,
he's pissed. He thinks he should be in the game he should be in the full game the whole time.
I don't got much to say on that, rather than the fact that like the dude's a gamer.
Right. You know what's crazy is that
guidelines.
You got the whole Marshawn Lynch attitude. I'm here so I don't get fined.
Yeah, that's what. Hey, listen, man.
You gotta respect it, man. Listen, if you can't say nothing about it.
Man, trying to make a living.
But I mean, Phil started at the Nets when they were, like I said before earlier, like they had D'Lo, they had a good young core, but now you look at the team that he's a part of right now, man. And yes, Phil can't speak on it, but the media, the general population, it's championship or bust. So to be a part of that team, Phil gets a ring if they win a championship. So that ring better be coming right over to me.
All right, so let's get into what's up with the fantasy basketball recap. What's going on?
Yeah, talk to me now. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing all right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, break it down.
Right.
Let's go.
All right.
I'm out here last. Gotta be. My team is all injured.
Not last yet.
No, you're not in last.
Not last yet. Big rookie
big,
out here.
The big thing that happened since last week is Phil did overtake the second spot back from me.
Obviously.
But it's still not first.
Still not first.
Yeah, obviously.
It's still not first. All right, bitch. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. So we got the first team. We got Bruce. I don't know, but he's just killing it right now. Luca and the boys in first place. Second place, Pussy Boy Phil. Third place, you got your boy right here. which I'm down right now 7-4, and I don't think I'm coming back. So I'm gonna drop even more. This All-Star weekend is bullshit. By the way, screws fantasy so bad.
Yeah, but you got it doesn't end. You still play next week.
I know, but still, screws. My whole team's resting. Anyways,
not resting.
Kenny, what's your team name, Kenny?
Zos and hoes, baby.
My boy Kenny's in 4th place. We got Lewis's team in 5th. We got LaBella, Phil, LaBella
Which
and
LaBella?
Duke. Nick LaBella, the older Nick LaBella, our Nick LaBella, and Duke are co-owners of this Duke LaBella team. They're in 6th place.
Is that a staple? Doesn't he do that every year? Doesn't he co-own a team with someone every single year?
No, you're thinking of Joe and Tom.
Nah, I'm thinking of LaBella, bro.
I don't think so. New Jersey, 6th place. That's our boy Owen. Huge fan. He's watching right now. Nigel in 8th place, pretty shit. Connor, we got Connor Coe, Knicks 2021 champs in 9th place. Rookie of the year is in 10th. That's Lawrence, by the way.
Yeah, rookie of the year.
We got Jimmy DeFazio, Harden's dietitian, could be Phil, in 11th place, and then in dead last we got our boy Denville.
Which is hilarious considering Denville had the number 1 overall pick. And does everybody know who Denville picked for the number 1 overall pick?
Let's ask Phil. Draft? Phil, who do you think Denville picked as the number 1 pick in the NBA draft?
I have to assume it was at least, hopefully, it's someone that's at least a starter in the NBA All-Star games.
No.
For real.
No. He got snubbed. He
didn't even make the reserves.
Didn't make the reserves. And it's not.
I got nothing for you then, bro. I don't even.
Trey Young.
Trey Young was his first pick.
Yeah,
number 1 overall.
I mean, the boy's a bucky, but I got no comment on that.
What, Matt? Why's Matt Head in here?
Yeah, what's good, Matt?
Fantasy football.
What's
Get
good?
the fuck out of here.
What, he beat you?
No, I don't want to talk about fantasy football. All right. This is the NBA section. This is the NBA section.
Triggered. Yeah, Matt, you missed the NFL, bro.
You missed NFL, so step out.
You're about a half an hour off, man.
Whoa, don't be kicking viewers out now. Tell them keep watching and come back next week.
That's bad marketing, Neil.
Where are you at right now? Is that the apartment?
Yeah, this is the office in the apartment.
That's nice. What's it like living in the city?
During COVID, it's like living anywhere else.
That's true. That's true.
Go to work and come home.
In the apartment, bro.
Yeah,
working home.
But for everybody that's watching, make sure you guys hit that share button. Share to all your friends at IBTE Network on all platforms. We got Phil with us. Brooklyn, that's trainer. You see all these people in the comments, bro. I'm trying not to look and laugh, bro. We appreciate y'all.
Comments at, bro.
They're on YouTube.
On YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube.
Phil,
we're on YouTube Live.
Yeah.
Phil, did you go to the bubble?
I did not go to the bubble. I was chilling. Just playing a lot of Warzone at the time.
A lot of Warzone.
A whole lot of Warzone.
I know he was, because he was texting me to play Warzone, and he never texted me.
You must have been desperate then.
Exactly.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we can let's get into these topics. What we got?
Yeah, let's go, Phil. Take it away.
Phil, the leader.
The other Phil.
That's
how you gonna call him the other Phil?
That's crazy.
Don't disrespect my man like that.
On Twitter too. That's what your new name should be. Your new handle should be the other Phil.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Bro, I'll take the other Phil if you want, bro. I'm cool with it. I'm alright with being low key. I'll be the other Phil.
He'll be the other host, so we're good.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. All right. Take my old spot. All right.
Okay, so with a lot going on, obviously we have a lot of, people that who knows where they'll end up after the All-Star break. So just we're seeing a lot of trade rumors and a lot of stuff like that. Blake Griffin's one of them. A lot of other players. Jeremy Grant, as you can see on Kenny's screen, could be on the team. That's dunking. He's dunking on. So a lot of ideas and whatnot of who's going where. So, anyone got any predictions or any favorites of who's going where?
I personally think Andre Drummond is on the move. Andre Drummond is going somewhere. I don't know where, but he on the way. Lakers, maybe. I don't know. Lakers, maybe.
You care to comment?
I got no insider information on that, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I got no insider information. I will say one thing. I mean, they brought Jay in there for a reason. Like, Jay's been hooping there. I mean,
exactly.
Clearly he's on the move. Like, you're 100% right about that. But
just
they're not shy about saying that. But the other side is, Neil, like you're saying, the Lakers. What are they giving up to get him?
Exactly. I don't know.
How do you match that salary?
Or does it?
And I'm genuinely asking though, like.
Or does it end up being a buyout situation though, where Cleveland just buys him out?
For the buyout. I think that's how they're going to Blake, because I think the Pistons announced that they're working on a buyout with Blake Griffin, so he's going to be a free agent very soon. So
we got a lot of people that could be going over to the Lakers then.
Because the problem with the Lakers, they can't trade anybody because, like Phil said, what do they have to give up? They're going to be hot on the buyout market. Yeah, well, okay, Wesley Matthews, Andre Drummond, who's on that trade?
Well, I know. I'm just saying, there's no way for it to happen.
Well,
but
their picks are not going to mean much either.
Like we spoke about this before. There's certain teams in the league right now that need to make something happen. The Lakers are definitely one of them.
I said the Lakers. The
Celtics are definitely one of them.
The Lakers are a team that they're obviously good. They're a contender, but to go over the top to make sure you're going to win the finals, you need to add another body because AD, who knows if AD does even come back. I mean, everyone is saying he is, obviously, but that's an injury you don't want to play around with.
Right. That Achilles injury is scary.
I also think if DeMarcus Cousins goes to the Lakers, which was always the idea for him to do, he was always supposed to leave.
Listen, I love it.
Go back to them. If
that's the case, I think they already shot those rumors down. Because I think they were saying it's
the Lakers did.
Yeah, I believe so. I saw it somewhere on Bleacher Report, but we know how.
It's called a smoke screen.
There.
Yeah, they want to see what else they can get. If they can't get anything else, they're going to come back. But they're telling the public, we don't want him, so you don't got to waste your time trying to sign him first.
At the start of the whole thing, Andre Drummond was linked to the Nets. And I was like, what else can the Nets do? I don't know. What else can we give up? You want our head coach?
Buyout.
We see what he's doing. What he's trying to do there.
They're gonna trade Phil.
He's not slick with it either.
they're gonna trade Phil to Cleveland for Andre Drummond.
You get our assistant trainer. We'll take Andre Drummond.
It's gonna be just like that.
Salaries don't match.
It's true.
Yeah, you get paid way more.
Man.
Yeah, and Otto, definitely Oladipo's on the move for sure.
Yeah, but Oladipo. The problem with Oladipo though is he's made it very known that he wants to be in Miami, and he's more than likely going to be in Miami after next offseason. So your return that you're going to get for Oladipo is very minimal, unless you're sending him to Miami.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll go to Miami. Miami's got two Splash Bros over there. They can send somebody.
But if I'm Miami, I might just say, why am I going to give you something when I can just sign this guy in free agency anyways? Ain't like he's going to make me win the finals this year.
I know.
He said Aaron Gordon most likely to the Wolves.
Oh,
Aaron Gordon.
Yeah.
Also, Vucevic, possible.
Aaron Gordon hasn't played all year.
Mm-hmm.
Is he coming back?
I believe so.
I don't know.
I mean, does that really make sense for either side though? Like the Wolves, okay, you got Aaron Gordon. Ooh,
right. They need more forwards or guards.
Yeah, they don't have any guards. Malik Beasley just got capped, and D'Lo's done.
This guy, bro.
What? He did.
Hold on. Wait, when you say cap, you mean like like
he got capped by the league. The league capped his ass.
Oh,
no, Minnesota. The team put the suspension on. It wasn't the league.
Cap can mean a lot of things.
Yeah, that's what I thought you was off the court.
Oh, you mean I thought you got shot.
That's why he got suspended.
That's why he got suspended.
He was walking around with that thing on.
He had it. I keep that thing on me 24/7. He kept it on him. No games were played.
He had to keep it on him after stealing Scottie Pippen's woman, but that's a different story.
Phil actually thinks that Vucevic is going to the Celtics though.
And Jeremy Grant too.
Yeah,
both of them.
Both.
I want to hear your logic on this though, for real.
Yeah. You got the floor, bro.
Tell him what you told me today.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Interrogation light on you.
Me and Tanner were talking about this on Twitter for Jeremy Grant. Hear me out. Ready?
Right, here we go.
Grant Williams. Oh, he's a great young player. I mean, he showed flashes last year in the playoffs, hitting threes, playing defense, all great. Him and Jeff Teague plus the 2025 second round pick of Jeremy Grant.
They ain't doing that, bro. That's
Jeff
crazy.
Teague.
Jeff You've seen Atlanta. Well, I mean, all seriousness, if in order to get one of those two players, either two players have to go: Marcus Smart or Kemba Walker.
Three players are going.
If you're getting both of them, they're both gone.
Four.
No, I know. That's why I said I don't
That's
think
a four-player trade if you're getting both of those players.
I don't know. That's why I said we're going to get one of them. If we get one of them, Marcus Smart or Kemba Walker have to be involved in that trade.
Brandon said you want K2 right now.
That's why, I mean,
bro, you don't sound too confident in this trade proposal, bro.
I don't speak in facts. If you're getting Vucevic, who's an all-star, who's been an all-star for 3 years now, like you're giving something up. It's not Marcus Smart and Jeff Teague.
I hear you, but they're not trading Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown for Vucevic or Jeremy Grant.
They're gonna trade away Kemba Walker or Marcus Smart for Vuce. It's gonna be for one of those two players. It's gonna be a package of Kemba or Smart along with maybe Tice and then two picks or 3 picks here and there.
Let me ask you a question, though. If you need bigs, why are you trading Tice?
To get a better big.
Okay, but you're still in the same situation. You have no depth at big.
No, they got picks, though. They got picks.
I'd rather have Tice or Vucevic. I'd rather have Vucevic in a heartbeat.
Obviously, but there's picks that can be thrown.
Yeah, but like I was telling Phil before the podcast started, what's going to happen is after the deadline, the Celtics are going to make no moves, and the next morning, you're going to have Danny Ainge go on Twitter or wherever he goes and say, we were so close to making all these deals, but we just didn't. Because that's what they always do. We were really close, but we didn't want to give up that extra pick.
Think about how many picks they've gotten in the past 10 years.
And you know what all they have to show for it is Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. 2 great players, but they had about 20 picks, and they only have 2 of the guys still.
Right. So, I mean, it's either put up or shut up for Danny Ainge.
And no Eastern Conference championships.
Like a couple
no rings.
They're young though, bro. They got time.
No, right, but they've been building up for this forever.
Everyone around them.
Like I've been hearing they're young and got time since they've traded away Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett.
I can only trust the process for so long.
Right.
Like I mean, Philly went
but like honestly, like
use
Philly as that example though. Like, look at how they're playing this year.
Right, but
you were just last year. People were just saying, "Oh, like break that shit up."
Yeah.
And think about with Philly though. Philly's a trick shot from Kawhi Leonard away from maybe winning the championship that year.
They weren't beating Golden State that year, bro.
Why not?
They weren't beating Golden State.
With Toronto. Why couldn't they?
Because they didn't have Kawhi on that team.
Kawhi, whatever.
Kawhi
that feels go-to when he's wrong. He's just, whatever.
That's not
whatever.
Kawhi single-handedly beat Golden State that year in the finals.
He had a lot of help from Siakam. There's a reason why he got paid.
Right, and what has Siakam done since Kawhi's been gone, though?
Oh, okay, so he helped them win the
Oblivion,
and they had. It was a perfect storm for Toronto to win that championship.
Right, exactly. It was a perfect storm. So you think the perfect storm would have happened too if Philly got there?
Yes, I think Kevin Durant still tears his Achilles. I think Klay Thompson still gets hurt, and I think they still get decimated. Yeah, KD and Klay were hurt. Any team from that East that was really strong that year was probably winning that championship.
That's kind of hard to say, don't you think?
Kind of hard to say it wouldn't.
Yeah. I mean, we all got to have dreams.
I'm not a fucking 76ers fan. I don't give a fuck. I'm glad they didn't win because I don't have to.
No, please don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Going from that, since the All-Star weekend is coming up, we have some. I know Kenny has some piece to say about this.
Here we go, Kenny's segment.
Talk to me,
Kenny's segment. All right.
One of
the snub segment. There we go.
Snub segment.
First of all,
where's yours?
My man belongs in the comment section. He's going to roast me for this because every time I submitted an all-star vote, I made sure to vote for Jeremy Grant as a starter. Why? Not because he was actually going to be a starter, but because I had to get him enough votes to become a reserve. Because the man is or is not the all-star game supposed to be about who's having the best season this year. Not a popularity contest. It is not a career accomplishment award.
No.
Jeremy Grant is having one of the best seasons in the Eastern Conference, and I'm tired of the disrespect because he plays for the Pistons. And if you tell me it's because he plays for the Pistons and they stink, that's an ill-advised argument because I can show you plenty of guys that are on losing teams that are in the All-Star game this year, and it's ridiculous. I'm not saying the guy needed to be a starter, but he needed to be a reserve.
Who would you take him out of in the reserves to replace him with?
That's the key point right there, other Phil. Talk to him.
Okay, so I went through this. I have the text messages and I went through this with Mr. Bobby Long about this. Where is it? I want to say
pulling out the receipts on them in the comments.
I'll take Ben Simmons out right away.
Yes, I said.
I already take Ben Simmons out.
I said Simmons. I said I would take out Vuce. Sorry, I know Vuce is good, but it's not a career accomplishment award.
He's got to stay.
It's not a career accomplishment award. This season, I would take Jeremy Grant over Vuce.
I would take. Well, let's say.
And then I said, sorry, Phil. I was going to take him over one of your Celtic boys. This season, it's not a career accomplishment award.
Jaylen Brown's
I was going to say you were talking about Jaylen, right?
No, but yeah, it has. Either one you can give me.
He's having career highs this season. What do you mean?
You're right.
What about Zion?
Zion's on the West though, so I couldn't use him as a comparison.
Oh, okay.
But then when KD went down, they replaced him with Sabonis, who also got snubbed. But I still felt like Jeremy Grant disrespect is real.
So would you have Grant or Sabonis?
Oh, Sabonis.
I would give it to Sabonis because he got snubbed too. But my point is, Jeremy Grant got snubbed. It should be an all-star. The guy's putting up career numbers. He's playing on a team.
Averaging this year?
I'll pull the numbers for you right now. Hold on.
His average was it 24 last I checked, but that was a couple of games ago.
I mean, I know he killed us when we played them.
He's averaging 23, 5, and 3 with 1 block a game. That's pretty good numbers. Let me give you Sabonis' numbers. We got Sabonis at 21-11-6 with almost
so that's why
almost a full steal a game.
I don't get any gripes with Sabonis making it.
So is Vooch or one of the Celtics you take out?
I said Vooch
or
Ben Simmons. I said Ben
Simmons. What about Ben Simmons' numbers? 16, 7, and 7. What is that's not an all-star.
Yeah,
they got Philly behind him.
It's a popularity contest. That's what I'm saying.
What's the defensive stats?
Nothing. Point 6 is 0.7s. Nothing good. Vucevic is really crazy. Vucevic is averaging 25 and 12 with 4 assists and a steal a game.
Vucevic honestly kills every year, and no one has ever really recognized it.
It's just one of those things.
Averaging 3 threes a game. He's just so used to it for a center. I don't know. I think that's crazy.
But the big name that he could have replaced is Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons, man. I don't understand. I get that it's a popularity contest like we said, but there's no reason for Ben Simmons to be an all-star with those numbers. I'm sorry.
Fair enough.
What do you have?
He's averaging 16
and 7.
7.9 rebounds, 7.6 assists, and 1.6 steals with 3.4 turnovers.
If Ben Simmons can make it, then LaMelo Ball should have made it.
And he's averaging 67% from the free throw line and 0.1 threes a game.
If you're going off stats, then that's completely true.
That's it's LaMelo Ball.
Get him out.
He said, "Get him out. Get him out. Get him out. Get him out.
Get him out."
Oh man.
What else we got?
And we got to stop snubbing Dame Lillard too.
Trey
Young got snubbed.
Which guard are you taking out though?
Ben Simmons.
Well, wait. Ben Simmons? Do they consider him a guard or a forward?
He's a point guard.
He's a forward.
No, he's a point guard. He's listed as a point guard.
What for All-Star voting? What do they consider him?
What's the lineups looking like for the All-Star game?
We got Durant's team with Kyrie, Joel, Kawhi, Bradley Beal, and Jason Tatum with James Harden.
That team's cold.
Wait, their bench is crazy too. They got Harden, Booker, Zion, Levine, Randall, Vucevic, and Donovan Mitchell on the bench. I think they're gonna win.
All right, now name the winners.
You did.
The winners?
Yeah, team LeBron.
Oh, LeBron? Well, they got
That's
LeBron.
Crazy.
They got LeBron. Well, KD's not playing in the All-Star game, so.
Correct. So that name the winning team.
Yeah, LeBron, Giannis, Steph, Luka, Jokic. Jokic is averaging a triple-double, by the way. Jokic is averaging a triple-double. He's a center.
That lineup is just crazy.
Is that your MVP, Neil?
That's my MVP.
We can. Which one of us do you want to be the point guard? Because we can all do it.
Yeah, and then on the bench you got Damian Lillard, Ben Simmons, Chris Paul, Sabonis, Gobert, Paul George, and Jaylen Brown. So I'm seeing a smokage.
It might be 200 to 110.
Wait, he said that he named them. He said he read the first one and then said they were going to win. Then switched.
Yeah.
Oh, I misspoke. I meant the.
Yeah, it might be 200 to 110.
Where's the game being played at?
Atlanta.
I feel like it's always in
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
People flying down there right now.
The mayor of Atlanta told people, do not come to Atlanta for All-Star Weekend.
Yo.
She said this is strictly a
I've seen
event.
5 people from Utica tweet that they're trying to get
Bro,
there. Like,
yeah, that's bro. I saw on Snapchat, I saw nothing but passports. Nothing but passports, like booking flights. I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy.
Bro, but did you guys see,
COVID-19.
first off, we got 2 of the worst lineups in the best competition of the night. The 3-point contest is trash, and that dunk competition is
you think it's
garbo.
trash?
What?
Why do you think it's trash?
Curry. It's Steph Curry versus everybody. That's all it is. It's
That's not true. Curry's lost it before.
Yes, he has.
Yeah, but who'd he lose to?
You know who?
Klay Thompson. That's who he lost to.
Devin Booker's in there as well.
Yeah, don't sleep like booking. Like
And honestly, don't sleep on Levine. Levine got the ratchet.
I
Bro.
don't think so. I don't think so.
And you got to remember, these guys there's not going to be fans there. It's going to be a complete different element. A lot of these guys get nervous. The bright lights All-Star Weekend, they're going to be shooting like it's practice.
Right,
You're going to see record numbers from guys.
Who does everyone got winning the 3-point contest then?
I got booked.
Who's in it?
Booked.
Oh, I could.
Exactly, Lawrence. Exactly.
I don't know. I haven't watched this.
Exactly.
I watched a little bit of the games every year.
Phil's got Levine. I got Curry. Lawrence.
Oh, Phil's got to read out who's in it.
Yeah.
Phil, read up.
I just have to scroll up in the text. Actually, I can just go to my photos.
Oh, I could just get that shit already.
Yeah, so what the fuck, you know?
Right, bro, I'm sorry.
I actually got it up right
Oh,
now.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, I got it right here. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
We got Devin Booker. We've got Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown.
You're gonna say it like that, bro.
What do you mean?
Bro, these are pros, bro.
Honestly, look at this percentage though. It's based on percentage. Like he might be shooting
my
crazy
bad.
this year.
My
You don't
fault.
know.
We're high in 3-point percentage.
We got Devin Booker, Jaylen Brown, Steph Curry, Zach LaVine, Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum. What? Whack! Why you got 2 Celtics players in there?
Because Trae Young probably told him I ain't coming All-Star Weekend.
That's a good point.
Masa, you see any Nets players there?
Yeah, I don't know what Joe Harris is doing.
I'm surprised Joe Harris.
I know what he's doing.
Yikes! Guidelines.
At an All-Star.
That's also it.
Rest
They
and
probably
recovery. Rest and
they probably-
recovery.
tried for the 3-point contest. They probably don't want to bring that many guys there, so they're probably trying to keep it, to guys that were voted to the All-Star game.
You already know who I got. I got Jaylen Brown winning this.
I'll take Donovan Mitchell.
I'm going with Booker.
Fuck it.
Okay.
And I'll talk about the most trash event of the night.
Yes,
our
I'll give you that.
our dunk competition. Which
Well, let me tell you something about that dunk
what about
contest.
Isn't it 3 dudes this year?
Yeah,
You got
it's
3 dudes?
Obi Toppin, Cassius
Cassius
Stanley, and
Stanley,
Anthony Simmons.
Anthony Simmons.
Jesus.
Zero star power, but the athleticism just with Obi Toppin and Cassius Stanley is going to be through the roof.
Right.
I'm pretty sure Cassius Stanley holds the record at Duke for highest vert ever.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, that's like
Jack-
their
Jack-
athleticism
like
is
ever.
nuts. Like, yeah, Cassius Stanley, like if he jumped, his head might go to the top of the backboard. Like it's unbelievable how high he gets.
And then we got our best event of the weekend, which is that skills challenge. That shit is so fire to me. I love
Wait,
it.
we didn't pick
Who's in
dunk
that?
contest.
Talk to
We
me.
didn't even pick dunk contest winners.
Oh, we got to pick who we think is going to win that?
Yeah.
Lawrence said I'm out, bro. He said
Not
forget
even
this
gonna,
All-Star weekend.
honestly, I don't even know if I'll watch it. I'll probably watch it just for the podcast sake.
It's at halftime of the All-Star game, so if you're watching the game, you got no choice. but to watch
Like
it.
everything is at halftime.
No, the skills competition and 3-point competition
Bro, that
are
is
before
filthy.
tip off,
They did that shit filthy.
and then the dunk is in halftime. The dunk contest is during halftime.
How do you guys feel about it all being in one day, though?
Like trash.
Aside from COVID, like
It's better than nothing, to be honest.
I understand it, but my thing is though, if they're all going to be there anyways, what would the difference have been if they did it on Saturday night?
Right.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
I think it's cool. I think it's cool.
I think so too,
Like-
but also it hurt being able to get quality guys to be in the dunk contest because you're doing it during halftime. So you literally couldn't have anybody that played in the All-Star game
Right.
be in the dunk contest.
Only thing I would think about is fatigue too. Like if the people that are playing in it, they got to play in the game, but they jog in the game anyway. So, they don't.
But no,
they cooling out to the final 2 minutes.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's just
Till
a
the
free-for-all
Elam ended.
it's just a free for all till then. So I'll go Cassius Stanley for the
Yep,
dunk
that's my
competition.
pick.
I'm gonna have to agree with that too.
I'm gonna
But
take
is
Obi
this-
just because he's from New York.
Is he still Stanley? Is he still with Detroit? Or am I wrong?
No, he never. You're thinking Stanley Johnson.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Cassius Stanley is on Indiana.
Okay. I don't know none of them, so
They're all-
Just go Obi, bro. He's from New York.
Obi topping.
All right.
He's from New York.
and since none of us picked him, Anthony Simmons is going to win with a flawless victory.
Right. He's gonna jump over.
I like his game though. Aside
So
from
do
Duncan,
I.
like his
He's a
game.
baller for sure. And see, what's it gonna be? The scoring? It's just gonna be like one round.
We have
Couldn't tell you.
It's probably 2.
maybe two rounds.
Yo,
Probably two dunks
that
per.
makes sense.
Now, who are these people coming at you in the chat, bro?
Well, I'm not even looking. Who is it?
Sister,
I don't blame him.
Sister Anime wants to know if
Yeah.
you can even touch the backboard.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Can I touch the
Corny
backboard?
stuff.
I can touch the backboard.
On the room, yeah.
That's
Oh,
a
if the rubber,
Russian
if that
bot.
if that little rubber piece is on it still, I could touch the backboard.
The little like hoop. The what's it called? That's
like in like a high school gym, like the little rubber on the bottom of it. I could touch that.
No,
shit.
he's saying you could touch a little Tykes backboard, but that's about it.
Oh, I could.
Like the
if-
one I got for my daughter.
Oh, if we're
Yeah.
playing on little Tykes, Phil, I'll dunk on you, like no doubt.
There we go.
This Neil's hitting backboard easy. This one right here.
Oh,
bro.
I don't know.
This one hitting backboard
Neil used to come
easy,
with-
bro.
He used to come with 4 different ankle braces, and then I can't play. Chad, I can't play today. Chad, my ankles are bad. My ankles are bad.
Broke ass body.
I don't want to
My
hear none of
ankles
that,
are
man.
bad.
He's talking to the king of bad ankles right here.
My ankles always been.
My
worse than
ankles are
yours.
bad.
Always been worse than yours. My ankle.
He'd be like,
Always.
all right,
Oh
we only
my
got
God.
5. I can play today, but I got to run point because I can't do much.
I gotta run point. I can't do
run.
much.
I couldn't run point to save my life.
You can only dribble in your right hand. You got
I
3
can't-
dribbles
I
and you got to
have
give it
no
up.
left- I have no left hand. That's it.
Oh yeah. Speaking about that, obviously we had Nigel on last week. We just want to know your opinion on this potential 3-on-3. We know there's a lot of talk on Twitter on your side. I just want to know his
Answer is,
I got, first off, my first question is, who picked teams and who decided all this?
Neil did.
I'll tell you
Yeah,
honest.
it was your
Who are
boy.
the team captains on this?
It was your boy that was talking crazy.
We wanted to give you a question. We wanted to give you a question.
At the end of the day, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna lose. We're getting
Yeah,
a W
that's-
regardless. At the end of the day,
It's
that's
a
a
dub.
Right,
fact.
hello.
It's not,
It's
though.
a dub.
No,
That's
it's
a
not.
fact.
It's not.
How do you think your teammates are going to perform as well as you?
It doesn't matter.
He don't listen.
Okay,
he's
Neil,
going.
Neil, get to the-
He's going straight
Neil,
like this.
get to the weak side.
Yeah.
Neil, get to the weak side. Kenny
Come
can
on.
set this. Let's go at it, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Come
That
set
pick
this.
and
You
roll,
be all
the
right.
fade to the 3, it's over.
Listen,
Yeah.
man, 3-man weave up and down the
We
court.
got to.
Man,
We got to
Nah,
definitely.
we
say
can't
this.
play full.
No.
We ain't
Full.
playing full.
Full. Nail, you're done. Kenny, you're done.
I'll be
Phil,
tired.
you're
Oh,
probably
don't
done.
disrespect me.
Y'all probably done. It's over.
Don't
We
disrespect me.
playing full, man. It's shit.
Bro, I will
Full.
be tired when I walk into the gym. I'll be tired.
The teams would be
I got faith in us,
Neil
though,
and
bro,
Kenny
for real.
Oh, no
versus
doubt.
me, Nigel, and Lawrence.
I got faith in
Bro,
us.
but the one thing that you're forgetting about is the chemistry. All right, I've been playing basketball with Phil since like 3rd
I
grade.
don't really.
Great.
Yeah, I'm not
You're
gonna
great,
see.
bro.
That's my thing. I'm not gonna get into all this. Like, if we
Yeah,
when we do it, we do it.
Good.
Like,
All
when we do it, we
If
do
I
it,
guard
man.
you,
Lawrence, you ain't
you're
never
point.
When we do-
played with
when
Neil
we-
Phil before, you know?
When we do it, we do it. All this talking don't mean nothing.
I'll tell you what, though, the disrespect you guys show Lawrence is out of pocket, bro. It is out of pocket.
I just don't know who.
You
Lawrence
guys
is.
really act like Lawrence has never played a basketball game ever in his
Hey,
life.
ATH,
Listen,
ATH, athlete.
I'm
That's what they put next to me.
crazy.
That's what
I'm
they put next to
undefeated
me.
against Lawrence in basketball.
ATH.
Last time Lawrence and I played basketball, my team won.
Phil, I know you remember Lawrence.
Boys is what? Listen, boys holding grudges over 10 years old. Like,
Phil,
I got
know you
listen.
remember
I got
Lawrence.
nothing. I got
I know
nothing.
you remember Lawrence at Lindsey
got-
Bianco's house. He
I
could
got
not
nothing.
hoop.
I got nothing.
In the stone driveway, he
I
was
got
getting
nothing.
cooked.
I honestly
Yeah.
don't remember that, to be
Yeah,
honest
like-
with you,
He's talking about shit over 10 years ago.
That wasn't 10 years ago. It was.
Tell him.
It was
Tell him,
graduation.
B-Long.
It was
You see what he said?
2013.
You hear what he said? As
2000
long as
2000
Kenny's
what?
got a-
13.
As long
13?
as Kenny's
Oh,
got
it's
an
close
IPA
to
or
2
White Claw
years.
on the sideline, he'll be good to go.
Yeah. What is this? 12 North?
Hello.
Oh
but,
man,
but in all seriousness, though,
it'll
like,
be fun. It'll be fun.
Me, like, if I lose, I'm fighting.
We're not gonna take it there.
I'll tell you what,
Kenny,
Neil has
if that
fought on the
happens,
court.
that's an idea.
I know from
Idea,
first
I'll
hand. Neil will fight on
That'd
the
be
court,
the last.
bro.
That'd be the last thing he did.
I've never fought anybody on a basketball court before, Phil.
You might fight the spectator, but you're not fighting the participants in the game. I promise you.
Kenny watching
he gonna walk up to somebody randomly and go, "Fight me right now! I just lost."
Random kid with a basketball.
We're not losing. So it doesn't
What's the
matter.
matchups for real though? What's the matchups? Who's guarding who?
I'm guarding Phil.
It don't matter to
stick,
me.
We gotta stick Kenny on Lawrence because
Why are you going to do that?
Kenny will body the fuck out of you.
No, he's not. How?
That is a grown man.
Bro, me and him are like the same size.
Don't disrespect Kenny's dad bod.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm not even gonna get into this, bro. Why am I even talking? Why am I entertaining this?
You notice I ain't said a word, right?
Who?
And there's only one person we got to worry about is Nigel. So
I'm just gonna force.
I ain't worried about Nigel.
Nigel.
He said we're not worried about
Nigel.
Because I'm not letting Lawrence beat me off the dribble, so he's just gonna have to beat me with jump shots.
We're not calling.
That's perfectly fine. Nah, we're not gonna do that though.
No blood, no foul.
We're not gonna do that. You're bugging. That's where we really go. That's where we
all still got day jobs, bro. What are you talking about?
Like, what?
I still gotta turn up the next morning.
Right.
We have to do this on a Saturday, so I got 2 days of rest after.
2 days of rest.
Right,
Absolutely
but Neil,
crazy.
you already know who's winning the matchup between me and you, Neil. That's easy.
Yeah, Neil.
Stop it.
Yeah, obviously.
This is
You
crazy.
might as well cancel this 3-on-3 and just let you guys play 1-on-1 and call it a day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because to be honest, it's between Phil.
It's
between Phil and
Neil.
Like,
because
the rest of us just got dragged into this somehow.
I get the camera. I got
we would love to do it for the fun, but these
Neil, you gotta get in this
time.
type of shape though, bro. If you're gonna talk spice, you gotta get in this type of shape.
You gotta give me.
We need the haircut back and everything.
This mean too much to you, Neil. You talking about you trying to fight when you lose, like, and you not trying to take it there. You feel me? Like, you gonna get choked. You gonna get choked out.
We did play in a basketball tournament together once, and Lynn, like 3 or 4 years ago, or Massachusetts. I think we traveled there with me, you, and Brandon. You remember that tournament?
Yeah, that shit was actually kind of live. That was fun.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I have the background, Neil. So whenever you're ready.
What's that mean?
He said he ready. He gonna whoop you on the court. That's what he said. He said,
"Yo, Phil." Neil was active on the AAU circuit.
Active.
Don't get it twisted.
D squad.
Facts.
No, never D squad. I played Titans for.
Oh, you weren't D squad?
No, I played Titans for almost 10 years.
It long.
I won many championships with the Titans.
Accolades.
Oh man. But let's get into some fun here. We're gonna get into what?
Skills challenge.
Skill challenge.
Oh, I don't. Who's in that?
I got you. That's the best. That's the best challenge of the night, by the way.
I really don't watch none of that shit, bro. I watched the last couple minutes of the game.
I ain't doing my homework tonight. Fuck that.
Like the skills challenge. Then y'all, isn't there a whole bunch of bigs in it?
Bro, this challenge is about to be crazy, bro. Like, all right, so it's at 6. It's prior to tip off of the game. We got Covington, Luka Doncic, Chris Paul, Julius Randle, Sabonis, and Vucevic.
You know who I've got?
Vucevic is in it?
Oh yeah.
A big has won it the past 2 or 3 years.
I get that, bro, but still.
No, just Bam won it. Who won it before him?
Draymond Green?
No, I think Embiid won it.
Jason Tatum won it the year before, I believe.
Did he? I thought he lost to one of the bigs.
No, I think he won and then he lost the year after.
The year before.
I know Bam won it last year.
Yeah, Bam definitely won it last year.
Yeah.
But anyways, I think I'm gonna go with Robert Covington to win that.
Oh wow, dark horse pick.
That's true.
Yeah, man, he's skilled.
He's a baller.
He's skilled.
Yeah, I agree with B Long. I got CP3 winning it. I mean, he's been in it enough times. He has to win one. Plus, this is his perfect event. Passing, dribbling.
It's been his perfect event. What's the juice?
He's gonna win one eventually, right?
Luka.
Luka's in it?
Yeah, I'm going Luka.
Yeah, I wanted to take him. That boy nice. He's a bucket.
You know what's crazy though? Seeing him in person, bro, like you really don't realize how big that dude actually is.
I've said this so many times on this podcast.
Huge, bro.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. Like he stands next to centers, and you're like, damn, this dude still looks big. It's wild.
It's crazy. And the fact that he can move like that is insane.
You saying just from a height standpoint, or just overall build?
Height and width.
Yeah, just the whole. Facts.
All of it, bro.
That's why I just did this.
Oh man, but I don't know. Luka, I like his game. I don't know why has he got number 77? Did he ever explain that?
It's something to do with soccer, I think.
Soccer.
He's just
That's not
different.
an explanation. I need a real explanation.
Yeah, like
Oh, call him up.
because if you pick
Something to do with
77, there's got to be a reason.
He's got the baddest mom in the game, that's for sure, though. She's a,
Disrespectful.
she's a Croatian model. She is bad as fuck,
Are you
man.
for real?
Yeah.
I wonder how you know this.
No, because
Random
first off, my fiance is Bosnian, so she's already in tune with that whole European side of things. I showed her. I said, "Damn, look, she's bad." And she said, "Oh, that's a model from Croatia." I said, "No, let me do some research." Model from Croatia. She bad as shit.
Yo, this guy is out of pocket, bro.
Phil, who you like for the skills challenge?
It's always someone random that wins this. I'm gonna have to go Julius Randle just like out of pure.
I know.
Randomness.
I almost wanted to take him for that reason. Or
out of pure randomness, bro.
or like
I almost go
Sabonis.
Vucevic just for that. Like for real.
Didn't Cat win it 1 year too?
Did he?
Probably did.
Oh no.
Oh,
Or he got to the finals? The big just it's weird.
List. Are they doing that world versus?
No, they
are.
just picked the lineup. They picked lineups for it. I don't think they're actually playing the game though.
Oh, they're not playing the game?
Yeah, they just not. They
No.
didn't rosters. That's it. They're not playing the game.
Damn.
Yo, NBA, listen.
Honestly, that game's usually more fun than the All-Star game itself.
But let me tell you something, NBA. If anyone is out there listening to me, change the format back to rookie. Change the format back to rookies versus sophomores, because if this matchup were to happen this year,
Slaughter.
it wouldn't even been watchable.
Slaughter.
Wow, what do those teams look like? I don't even know what those teams look like.
It's a
Let me
slaughter.
pull up-
I know that one.
Well, Phil, just think about world versus America.
Who posted it today?
In NBA? Just think about those teams.
The problem is, like, Canada's technically world, and Canada got a lot of hoopers, bro.
Oh no, but listen to what it would have been, the rookie sophomore game. Hang on.
Wait, rookie sophomore game? I thought you wanted to do world versus whatever.
No, I want it to be rookie sophomore, but the lineup is so. But they announced the teams today. And okay, the U.S. roster is Zion Williamson, John Morant, LaMelo Ball, Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Halliburton, Tyler Hero, DeAndre Hunter, Keldon Johnson, Michael Porter Jr., and James Wiseman. Phil, the world roster: Precious Achua, Denny Abdidja, Nikhil Alexander-Walker, R.J. Barrett, Facundo Campazzo, Brandon Clark, Lou Dort, Rui Hachimura,
Put
Leo
respect on
Maledon,
Campazzo's name.
and Michael Mulder.
That team's getting blown out.
Yeah. All right, I feel you.
If it's rookie sophomore, at least we mix that up.
So, just so you know, Campazzo can hoop.
I'm not saying he can't hoop, but compared to the USA team, like he wouldn't even have a spot on the roster.
Well,
Speaking of that, though, there's a lot of talent on those kids though, for real. Like LaMelo's a problem. Like
absolute problem.
Big
That was
time.
super disrespectful
Problem.
going into the draft.
Big time problem. And Kenny, just so you know, we'll go back to 2011. Steph Curry, Tony Parker, Damian Lillard, Trey Burke, and Damian Lillard, Patrick Beverly, Kat, Kristaps Porzingis, Spencer Dinwiddie, and Jason Tatum were the last skills challenge winners.
Bam didn't win it last year?
Well, last year Bam won it.
Yeah.
That was until 2019.
The year that Cat won it was the first year that Bigs were in it, I believe.
2016.
Yeah.
It looks like all guards before then. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because there were no bigs in it. They just started bringing the bigs in it in that year.
Yep.
Got it. I think we got our last segment of the night, basically. Oh wait, no, second last segment of the night. Like build your dream all-star event. So we'll just start with the skills challenge, I guess.
My dream all-star event?
Yeah,
100%.
Like who I want in it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like I can build my own event, like outside of what's already in there. Because like I do a 3-on-3 like like a 3-on-3 tournament.
A 1v1
I
tournament.
do a 1-on-1 3 dribble would be crazy.
King of the court. Yeah,
like
like that.
King of the
Oh my
court.
God.
That'd be crazy.
Like all the footage you get from like the USA camp, like I don't know why they just don't do it.
I know.
That's true.
Add a little incentive in there. Be fire.
Yeah, that USA camp is probably crazy. They probably go at it.
Charity
donations.
How many of these stars would participate in it?
A lot. I feel like. Well, if it was 1-on-1, I don't think anybody would because they don't want to
Get exposed.
That's the problem. They don't want to lose.
That's what I'm saying. But like a 3-on-3 would be different. Like a 3-on-3 tournament, I feel like a lot of people would join that shit. You do a draft like that, 3-on-3 tournament, like
allocate the blame.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Like a 2-day 3-on-3 tournament, I think would be crazy. Like 10 teams maybe.
He kept shooting, and I was wide
That's
open.
That's an all-star weekend.
Right.
Exactly. Get rid of the All-Star game and get rid of the dunk competition because nobody wants to see that shit
No,
anymore.
he said
Listen,
one-on-one, 3 dribbles. That should be
I
intense.
like the game now that they got the
Crazy.
Elam ending. I think it's getting better.